Good morning, Facebook followers. This is Kenneth here, and it's Sunday, the 12th of May, 10 minutes to 12 o'clock today. I've titled this live stream Conquer the Season of Challenge, and with an invitation, join our Recovery Battle Stations initiative today. And in today's session, we're going to talk about quickly three different things. The first one is understanding the challenge of the season. So for the past 12 or 13, 14 years that I've been working with sex addiction, I started noticing that May, June, July, there's like like an 8 week period of time where people just start to relapse. And the relapse used to be like it was undetected, and then like year after year, I started noticing that the likelihood of men on the program relapsing between May the 15th and July the 15th would steadily increase every single year. And the interesting thing is that these relapses are not the result of guys relapsing. Well, the guys that's been relapsing has been guys that's been longer on the program for longer than a year. So I think generally speaking, most of the guys in the first year of the program are very focused on finding clean time in the first 12 months. So it's easy to get through May, June, July period. But the second year around, it's sort of like people become a little bit more complacent, little bit more relaxed. They look back and they go, I've been clean for 12 months, 13 months, 14 months, 15 months, something like that. And it's not such a big deal. And I think that complacency is the biggest reason for the increased amounts of relapse during this time of year. But obviously, it's also got to do something with the season. It's maybe the fact that it's more dark, it's more cold. People stay inside, they don't go outside, they don't spend time in the sunshine. Exercise levels goes down. We become more reclusive during this period of the year. Winter, this is a bit more gloomy and like a depressed state of the year, and things are just emotionally speaking a little bit more difficult. We are here in sunny South Africa, and it's a lovely sunny Sunday, and we love this. Like, we enjoy going out this time of the year, but when it gets cold outside, we sort of lock ourselves in more, and there's sort of a seasonal depression thing that goes with that. And I think that is why this is also a more difficult time of year. Also, the other thing that I think happens is a lot more men get caught out this time of year. And so, yeah, I would like to encourage every single guy that is in the recovery program for porn and sex addiction, or if you're trying to recover, to be more vigilant and more engaged during this time. So we have these amazing recovery battle stations, which are basically little hubs of men connecting with each other. I've shared many times in this on these Facebook lives this this principle that says shared brokenness builds stronger bonds than shared beliefs. And and in these little battle stations, the men have specific questions that they discuss, that they talk through, they check in with each other. There's like a point system, and there's strikes. If you get 3 strikes, you're being kicked out of the group, type of thing, so there's a consequence. We use all these principles to tie the men together for a common cause to beat this terrible addiction, this process addiction. There's this John Horry guy that said the cure of addiction is not sobriety, or the opposite of addiction is not sobriety, it's connection. And I believe that the cure of addiction is not just connection, it is community. Community is a space where we have something in common. There's commonality in community. We are united in our brokenness, the pain that we all share. And when we share, we bond with other people in the program. And when we have that specific bond with a few other men, it's like the light of God shines through that bond into the darkness of our hearts. And in that specific space, we find healing, we find relief, we find acceptance, we find forgiveness, we found accountability, we found we find responsibility in all these amazing things. So it's a very structured support system, and we are busy creating a bot as well, which will sort of automate the whole process. Hopefully, the bot will launch within the next few days, ready for the winter period. So, and obviously, these bonds that we are building are very intense, and it's intensely challenging to the emotional state of the guys in the program. So these battle stations are designed to provide continuous ongoing support and keep members active and focused on their recovery goals. Guys, I know nowhere, no one that does anything like this. If you know any other communities that's 24/7 in your pocket, please share with me. I'd love to hear. Okay, so and then the amazing other part of our program is the fact that we have a super phenomenal, amazing support program for the partners of the husbands that's battling sex and porn addiction. This is probably potentially a more powerful movement than the men's section in itself. And here we have a very comprehensive program. So we look at how to empower my husband to want help. We look at CODEP, like becoming the best version of myself. We look at support systems. We look at betrayal trauma recovery. And this is a fundamental aspect of the program. And I'm yet to find a lady that hasn't benefited immensely from this super amazing program. So, and this parallels the recovery battle stations in that there's also WOW share groups, which is also small units of people sharing and connecting with each other, ladies that identify in the pain and brokenness, there to support each other. And one of the tools that we're using in the ladies sections as well as the main section is this brilliant new tool that we've discovered that is called an emotional stack, where you go through a set of questions and you repurpose the story that you tell yourself about that specific emotional challenging situation that you're going through in a way that to help you to be empowered as a victor of the situation, coming out the other side better than what you went into. And this tool is just something phenomenal. We're seeing huge success. I think if I remember correctly, ladies and men that go into the emotional stack would rate the intensity of the emotion, the unwanted emotion out of 10. Most people would rate 8, 9, 10. And at the end of doing this exercise for 10 or 15 minutes, the intensity of that emotion, as reported by the participants, dropped from a 10 to I think it's like 50% reduction on average. I can check it out and I'll post the numbers a little bit later today. And that is also something that you can do 24/7. It's like having your own therapist in your pocket. And there's no additional charge for this process. It's part of the program, and it's just phenomenal. So there we have the ladies section of the program as well. So yeah, so I think so we've got the first, we've got the challenging season, and then to counter the challenging season, we've got these recovery battle stations and the wildshare communities, and then we have additional support for partners of husbands who go through pornography and sex addiction. So healing together as a community is super, super, super important. There's strength found in shared experiences and mutual support. So I'd like to invite everybody that is looking at this video right now to join our battle stations, to join our wildshare community groups. We are eager and ready to support each other, and you as well, if you would like to become part of this and you need more support through this difficult, challenging period of time that we're about to enter into, then know that there is power in collective effort, in overcoming the challenges of the season. Together we rise, separated we fall, divide and conquer. That's the strategy of the evil one, is to split us up, to make us think that we're all alone, that no one is going through the same thing. But God's strategy is infiltrate and change. He wants to speak into your heart. He wants you to be connected with other people where that bond can develop, so that the light of God can come through and so that you can become the best version of yourself. So I'd like to encourage our viewers to please reach out. You can join or simply connect with me to learn more about the processes that we have. And if you found this video to be relatively beneficial, then please like and subscribe to this channel. Well, I don't think there's a subscribe function, but just click the like button, maybe share it with someone else, and hopefully this message will reach the right person, and so that we can help people together. Thanks, everyone. I hope you have a phenomenal day. Thanks for listening to me. We'll connect again soon.